Hi, my name is Jamie, and this video is about dreams and my experience I had when I first discovered what my dreams actually meant. This starts when I was very young because I've been writing my dreams down since I was maybe 10 years old, and I never really knew what they meant, but I would write them down, and I always knew in the back of my mind that they would hold some meaning for my life. And boy, was I right. I'm glad that I stuck with it. So between the ages of about 10 and 20, I would dream about all sorts of things, but I also would dream a lot about aliens, aliens coming to the planet. And it was just such an interesting kind of motif to enter my dreamscape because I would have kind of more normal dream images, and then I would have usually about once or twice a week a dream where aliens were coming to the planet. And so you flash forward to when I was about maybe 28, and I had my awakening moment where I had discovered astral projection and going out of body, which my previous videos are about. And what had happened then was I decided, I need to find some people that I can talk to about these things. And so I joined a dream group. And I started going very regularly, and it was great. And when I started the group, I started dreaming about a man, a tall, blonde man. And it was always the same man in the dream. And I have a hard time expressing the feelings that I felt for this man. He usually would be elevated in some way, kind of like on a maybe one step up, and he would usually at the end of the dream he would always hand me something, and it was usually something very random. He would one time he handed me an empty black duffel bag. It's like, okay, and the feeling that I had, the feelings of love that I felt for him were, I have a hard time expressing it because it's nothing that I had felt before. And I would write in my journal often that being with him in his space even felt like going home. And I would wake up and usually be ruined for a couple days because I could hardly think of anything else. The love that I felt for him. And I've read things here and there about other things that sometimes describe this love that they feel as being not of this earth. And that's kind of it feels right in a way because it's not anything I'd ever felt before. It was completely foreign. Oh my gosh, the love. And so I was going to the group, and one night a man by the name of Michael showed up and said that he was a dream expert. And I said, well, welcome, great to have a dream expert. And over the course of a couple of months, he started sharing with us what the symbols meant. And he said that our guides can enter our dreams. And usually they show up, if you're not familiar with them, kind of as aliens, because it's kind of an alien foreign thing. And that stopped me. Because I had always dreamt about aliens. And then he said that, but usually they're blonde, and they usually are elevated in some way, kind of higher up in your dream, and they usually give you a gift. And I had to stop and pause. I was completely taken aback because that's exactly what was going on with me. Here was a man who was blonde, and always kind of up on a step or elevated in some way. And at the end of every dream, he would give me a gift. And it really was, my mind was blown at that point because I realized here was someone who could really share and knew what dreams meant. And from that point on, I really, I'm grateful to be able to call him a friend, because he's shared so much about what my dreams actually meant and has opened up incredible capabilities that we have. And on the guide topic, guides are entering our dreams. And and it's so important to keep that in mind, because that's an incredible thing to think about in that way. So I wanted this to be a little bit of a taste of how shocking and how incredible it was when I first realized that there was somebody there that could really that knew what dreams meant and could teach what the language was, because it is. Dreams are a language of symbols, and in a lot of ways there's a right way to look at it, and there is a number of wrong ways to look at it, and that's just the way it is. So that's it for this video, but what I am going to do in the next video is share a little bit more about his process and his work that he's doing, because I think it is very important. And in the body of this video, I will put all the links to Michael's work, and but I do plan on talking a little bit more about that in a future video. But for now, yeah, guides and dreams, very, very cool to think about, and certainly for me an experience that I'll never forget, to have it just shown to me in that way, because it's pretty incredible stuff. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for listening.